Hi, it's Daryl again. A few weeks ago, I was down south for work, and I went to Naesby to visit this, just to have a look. And this is the Kiwi space radar. And what it is a phased array radar that looks at satellites and other stuff in orbit up in space above the Earth. So this tracks satellites that are in low Earth orbit, that is, satellites kind of around the 500 kilometer altitude, the kinds of satellites that go around the world one or two, or maybe a little bit more often than twice a day. And what it does is it helps to precisely track the satellites, and the information is gathered by three stations. So this is one in the world. There's one up in the top of North America, maybe in Alaska or Canada up that way, and another one down in the mainland of the United States, down near Texas or somewhere around that way. And what they do is they look at satellites going past and just track them, and it's building a database of all of the pieces of stuff flying by, but it also records pieces of broken spaceships. So quite often when satellites launch or have an accident, then pieces break off and they're floating around in space. And what they're doing is they're using this information that they collect through this phased array radar to avoid satellite collisions. And when you do a launch, a space launch, then this helps to find windows that you can launch through where you won't run into anything while launching. There's a power station, transformer station over here. There's quite a lot of power. I think this is about 300 kilowatts of power this system uses. And there's a lot of cattle here. The cattle are very interested in the space radar. They came to have a look when I stopped by to take a look. You can see that there's all these gantries, and some of these things will be the radio feeds for the outgoing radiation, and some of them will be the measurement, probably I guess coax cables, bringing in the data that's coming in, and then the data goes out, as far as I understand, on the normal fiber optic broadband network, but it also has a radio link, from what I could tell. Apparently there's a lot of concrete under these things. As you can see, they kind of are upside down wings, so they'd have a lot of wind loading, and it can get pretty windy, of course, inland in a place like this. Anyway, that's that. I've got some more photos up here. Let's see where they are. They're just coming up. This thing is owned by a company called Leolabs, or run by Leolabs. It's also a cooperation with the New Zealand Ministry of Business, Innovation and Employment, and I think it's used by companies like SpaceX for Starlink satellites, and also Rocket Lab as well. Basically, anybody doing a rocket launch could get useful information here. And these images are showing where the radar waves are going out into space, and the yellow clouds in these images are where satellites were at the moment that I captured these images. So this from the Leolabs website. You can go there and have a look, and you can see it live. And the color of these objects is showing you the probability of a collision. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I found it really fascinating to have a look at. If you go to this place, absolutely do not go anywhere near these things, because they're putting out a lot of dangerous high power microwaves, effectively, and you could probably be quite badly burned if you went into those areas. So I wouldn't go anywhere near this thing. I just took these images from outside the fence when I was driving past. This is near Naesby in the South Island of New Zealand, and Naesby is a nice little village. It's got these old buildings in there, and the other town that's nearby is Ranfurly. So this is way out in the countryside. Obviously this machine needs to be where there's not other equipment using radio waves. So just if you're taking a drive around, visiting Naesby or Ranfurly, you'll be within about a 10-minute drive of the Kiwi space radar. Oh, I had a bit more information. The satellite system, this radar system detects 3 to 6 million objects every month, and it's tracking about 12,000 objects most days. And the radio waves go out past Tasmania, so the spread of the radio waves is about 3 to 4,000 kilometers. Yeah, just thought you'd need to know that. And one other PPS is if you're in the countryside in New Zealand or out on Chatham Islands or anywhere like that, and you want a new good satellite broadband connection, look at the Starlink satellite internet, which uses these low flying internet satellites. Starlink's just become available in New Zealand and Australia, UK, Canada, and the United States in a limited it has limited availability currently because the satellites they've got about 1,000 or more satellites up already, and that's worth a go if you're looking for a better internet connection. Thanks for watching. Like everybody says, like and subscribe and all of that. Thanks.